What up? It's been like a month since I last did map comp on this NG, so let's see how much I remember. I'm invited to stepmom grab my meatloaf. That's okay. I'm good, actually. Appreciate it, though. I need to save that last slot for joining a meme guild in an emergency, just in case the opportunity arises. I guess we were finishing DSA. Oh, I think I remember this. We were getting, like, pretty close, but we didn't actually finish. I'm also still in squad from Wednesday. It's a mess. Yeah, I think we were just about wrapping up with DSA. So, we'll knock the rest of that out, and then we'll move on. Go pick up this area of the map over here that I forgot to reveal. Also, maybe grab my goodie bag. I'm pretty sure that's what this mail is, because yeah, that's my daily gathering yield. Give me that. Give me that box. That's fine. No, I was still in spot from Thursday. That's right, I was playing with Goon yesterday. It was a good time. I've been trying to spread out more and play with more of the Alliance guilds, and it's been a really nice time. I don't want to just show up to KNT rallies and then never talk to anybody else. That's not the point of the system. You're supposed to get to meet other people. You chill? You chill right now? Yeah, he's chill right now. Okay. Fair play. So I have to do the 3 now heart too, actually. Game's a lot easier when you remember to set your talents, it turns out. And it doesn't want you to know this one weird trick. I'm using like, oh no, I was using grenade kit, that's right. There it is. Why don't you take a couple of these? There we go. Go see if the cow event is up. Knock that out of the way as well, as long as we're here. Should probably heal like a little bit. That's Condi clear. It's fine. It'll wear off. Should probably have like one utility skill somewhere that gives me access to a Condi clear though, just in case I need it. Okay, I wouldn't mind replacing B for it. I can get it off E-Gun for sure. And maybe that's just the best option, is to roll E-Gun. Because then I can also Acid Bomb. And then I can clear conduits with Super Elixir. Then I can also fuck people up with Acid Bomb. Which, if you didn't check the balance patch notes, Acid Bomb is going to be a fun skill to use on the 11th. Hollowsmith definitely stays winning. And I need to double check my Hollowsmith video to make sure that it's actually running E-Gun. Because it's way better than Flamethrower now. In fact, I gotta give the whole video archive a once-over. Like that Renegade video that I made when it was Sally, and then they changed it to Minstrel, and I never updated it, because it was literally the only change. That video is going in the archive for sure now. That build is no longer good. Chronomancer survives virtually untouched. Although I'll probably need to add a note about how, like, it actually doesn't give alacrity anymore. Firebrand survives untouched, but it's not going to be running Stoic Demeanor anymore. But also, I actually never did on everything you need for Firebrand. I think Firebrand is the only, along with Reaper maybe, one of the only 2 videos on the channel that is actually using like the old 1 video for build, 1 video for rotation format that I've since abandoned, so I should probably just go back and revise all of those. Reaper's definitely unchanged. Like, we can pull the DPS Reaper video out of retirement because that build is 100% back. Besides that, I don't think there's any changes. It's very fortunate that I did the Tempest video on staff rather than Dagger, because I don't think Dagger is going to be nearly as good. Still playable, but like definitely not better than staff now. What else ended up getting changed? I never did a Sports Scourge video, so I don't need to worry about that. That one I can just ignore safely. What am I missing here? Oh, there's a hero point and a waypoint right down there. But those are sweeping changes in those patch notes. There should be quite a bit that either needs to get updated or remade completely. This is just a heal, right? Yeah, it's just a heal. Okay. It's fine. I can't help but feel like I don't do damage. I want to take a look at like what stats I'm using. Or like the last time my gear got upgraded. Or maybe it's just time to dump Mace and be a rifleman, because rifle's good. It's not like this giant bull can kill me. I just can't really kill it. I would prefer to do more. We'll take a look. We're currently 42. Helm is 14, 26, 33, 14, 10. Okay, I think I've identified the problem. I think our gear is pretty badly out of date. And we should probably work on correcting that. What do I got on me? A 41 hat? Yeah, that'll do. 39 gloves? That'll do. Could use boots. The mace is only 14. The rifle's 31. I am going to use the rifle for a bit. If we find a better mace, we can put mace back on. And then I'm missing a hero point, and I'm missing 2 POIs. There's one. I always feel like there's a second one over here, but I don't actually think there is. Oh, it's right there. Then I'm just missing a hero point. Is the hero point? No, it's not in Flame Temple. I know where it is. I remember. There's a cave up here. And you can actually go into the cave, and then there's like a guy at the end of the cave who wants you to try a snack or something. I have a rough memory of how this works. There it is. He's got some kind of snack that he wants me to try to get a hero point out of it. And then we'll go grab those 2 POIs. We'll be done. We can move on to the next map. Yep. He wants to kill him first. Alright, fair enough. Fortunately, we actually do damage now. Hypothetically. Alright, can I have your snack now? Oh, I got his snack already, alright. There it is. I don't want to mess with the vet spider right now. I think I'd actually just like to leave your cave instead. If that's cool. Like through here sounds like a pretty decent option. There we go. Alright, let's go get these last 2 POIs. Let's get ourselves on to doing something else. Go somewhere over here. Right? Yeah. In fact, you already passed one of them. That's fine. You can come back and get it. Key. Let's go. Up to 25. Let's see. Can't do 50 to 60, but I could do... What is this? Iron Marches? No, Blaze Ridge Steps. We can go do Blaze Ridge. We'll work our way all the way down to the Ebonhawk portal. And then we can go into, like, Divinity's Reach, and we can go through Queen's and do all that kind of stuff. And maybe branded Kralk spawns in like a minute? I don't actually remember. It doesn't look like it. There's no tag on map. And this would be the first one after daily reset, so that must be a 9 PM one. No, never mind. Well, no, there is a tag on map. You know what? And he was flying around. Actually, maybe he is about to spawn? Potentially perfect timing. Let's just go run up there. This is gonna be... That's not gonna work the way you wanted it to. You guys playing video games over here? Yeah, this looks like video games are gonna be played over here. I don't know that I actually need any achievements from Shatterer still. I think I need, like, the CC achievement, but... I don't really see that happening in just a random pug squad. Yeah, let's double check. Break the Defiance bar, kill a bunch of branded, destroy crystal nodes, dodge focus lightning. Yeah. I could work on killing branded minions. That's the thing that we could do while we're up here. Might also get us branded bane. We'll see. We're also incredibly underleveled for this, but with this many people here, it should be fine. We're just going to be at risk of getting one-shot by a bunch of mechanics because our health isn't going to be scaled up. Thanks for the food. Who put down food? I'll see food. Oh, here it is. I need a birthday cake. Show me this bad dragon. Oh, we're still on pre-event. Alright, I'm just gonna work on some of the renown heart stuff then. I forgot we were still on pre-event. I feel like I could take one of those guys. They're pretty strong. But, like, I'm pretty strong, too. Doing a bunch of damage. Well, let's find out. How much do you hurt if I let you attack me? He's not gonna. We'll never know. Not going to be able to get that one. Fairly well defended. Can't get that one, though. Like, we might as well just pick up a couple of POIs and stuff while we wait for the breeze to be done. We're not really strong enough to help with them ourselves. We'll just take care of some of our other map complete work while we wait for them to wind down. Is that my reward? We'll take one of these. But I'm pretty sure I put infinite tools on. Is this true? This is true. Alright, there's that heart done at least. Killing Shatterer would have done it anyway. But now at least we don't have to worry about it. Do I have anything I need an artificing station for? I don't think so. It's just like bank access, right? Yeah, although you opened like 3 World versus World skirmish chests, so you probably need to get all that junk out of here. And then you can also throw out like your super old pistols and stuff. Like, you're never going to need these things, your starting equipment. You're never going to need a basic salvage kit. You can sell a lot of this junk. You're not going to need level 14 gloves. Don't need event items. Don't need event items. Oh, boss is here. Never mind. We'll do that later. So, let's see how fast we explode when we try and fight a world boss that is 7 levels higher than we are. We want to tag as many mobs as possible. I'm living through at least one hit, so that's a good sign to start with. I need to get out of that. It's hot. Alright, so don't stand in red circles. I can handle it. CC in. Not quite enough. Not quite enough, friends. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna keep tagging mobs. Fair. That's fair. That's pretty fair. That was a bit off stack. I don't think I have any grenades that do CC. I don't think I have anything in E-gun that does CC. So it's really just rifle 4 to break these things open. But I can contribute it. Well, maybe a mob actually destroys some of that break bar too. It's not going to do much, but... Tag me. Boon me. There's Branded Bane done. Just waiting for that one more CC phase. I'm so ready with Rifle 4 and Rifle 3. Come on, show it to me. Hey, no one's gonna do it at this point because you can just burn through him instead. He's not even gonna do it. Alright, fair enough. Anyway, that's completing events 2 done. That's also level 44 done. Let's get back to the southern end of the zone, because I don't think we, like, belong up here yet. But we can grab a couple things on the way. We can get this vista up here, for example. We could also... I wonder if we could do the Harpy Renown quest. Oh, it's 1 level down. What's wrong with you guys? 47? I'd rather not. We can just wait 1 or 2 levels, and then it'll actually be our level. It'll be fine. There's no rush. He's 48. I'll be skipping you as well, but I'll be back. Disrupt the Inquest is 46. I'm just gonna take the waypoint, man. We do not belong up there yet. Those guys are too strong. We'll head down this way instead. Yeah, 42, that's more my speed. One, 2, no, 1, 1, 2. Clockwise, maybe? Clockwise, alright. Are you also going to be clockwise? Ooh, you might be. Excellent. And then one more, and we should be about done. Anti-clockwise. No! Oh my god, the rare diagonal lightning rod? Nah, I'm frick, man. This is guesswork. Yep. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Yep. And you know what? I don't even need to kill you. I'm done. Taking care of the spark was not in my job description. I think there's one more renown heart down here, and it's the one where you have to, like, use the enemy's weapons against each other or something like that. Yeah. Have you learned your lesson? A tag? 2 tags? What are you guys doing over here? There's no other world bosses here, are there? You guys tagged for fun? I don't care about your burn. I can cleanse that. Owned. Owned. Blocked. I didn't realize it was a projectile, I guess. Am I getting progress for this? Because you don't seem mad. I'm not getting progress for that. What the heck? Are they obstructed? Does this work? There we go. Okay, I guess they were getting obstructed and I just wasn't getting the message. I was wondering why it didn't seem like anything was happening. How about you? You work. few players on this map. Yeah, I'll leave as soon as I'm done with this. Oh, frick off, Vader. Pick one of those. You actually need to, like, remember to target something with the crystal. I remember now. Can you come here, please? Thank you. Alright. Let's map hop, get ourselves the XP buff. I think if we're fast, we'll be able to finish this before reset, but we'll see. Yeah, nothing else over there. We're chilling. I don't remember if you have an invisible wall, though. You don't. I love that for me. And then I'll just come down here and fight with my friends Ash Legion Spy. Look at me. I am the cannon now. And if you need help with this door king, I wonder if a siege turtle does more damage to this thing. I know they scale like crazy in Drizzlewood. I don't know how they work in like vanilla though. I don't think siege damage existed in core vanilla Tyria. Also, look at that pile of renown heart progress over there. Oh, baby. Can't say no to that. What up? Oh god. There's a lot more damage there than I thought. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to rally off this one. No, I'm obstructed here. I'm getting CC'd. I can booby trap, but yeah, that's not going to be... Okay, they do way more damage than I thought. Here, I thought I was just going to be able to rifle 5 into him and kill all of them at the same time. It was not going to go down like that. Let's try that again, but this time maybe kill the siege first. It is, in a lot of ways, like a world versus world tutorial. Okay, I disagree with actually getting hit by that treb shot, but... I don't think I was in range of that, necessarily. Also, you got a min-range on this thing? You do have a min-range. I at least can't get hit. Okay, now can I do the thing that I wanted? I can do it in 3 seconds. World vs. World made us never experienced NPCs. Listen, I don't know if you know this necessarily, but there's NPCs in World vs. World 2, man. Okay. The correct answer to give in this situation was, wow, not so tough with all of your boons behind you, huh? But I understand that, like, that might not be the one that comes to mind immediately. If I was a viewer, that was the one that I would have used, personally. I'd have been like, oh, too bad you don't have 100% prot uptime, you disgusting Zerg boonball player ass. Perhaps it's interesting, though. I'm looking forward to the 11th. I honestly don't know what to expect out of the direction that people are going to go, which is always fun. I love the barrier fix. I think the barrier fix is really good. Capping it at 25 instead of just like we're going to make everything longer duration and we're going to lower the values. There are a lot of places in those notes, and I could pull these up exactly. Like, I'm going to see if I can actually fit them into the patch review video. But there were a lot of places in those notes where I was like, I felt like I could tell what the balance team was going for. The example that springs to mind being that Scourge barrier cooldowns were increased, but values were kept the same. Because most of Scourge's barrier skills literally just give barrier and do nothing else. Whereas other barrier skills like Engie, with like Engie Shortbow 5, because that's also a blast finisher, and because it also has some other functionality associated with it, you don't just want to scale up the cooldown. So instead, on those skills, those are the ones where the barrier amount was nerfed. Like, they all seem really well thought through. I'm not saying that, like, sometimes the patch notes look like they aren't well thought through, but I'm trying to figure out how to articulate that in a video of, like, here's why you can't just nerf barrier values and call it a day, because skills do different things. Also, Taylor's rationale on why you can't just add more strips to DPS Spellbreaker to, like, make it better was really, really well thought out, and I'm glad that he articulated that on stream, even though Roy kind of forced him to do it. Because you can't just be like, oh, strips are bad, I'm going to add more strips, because a lot of the issues that people have with the current group meta right now are because there's a bunch of support professions that also strip boons. And it turns out that when you have support professions that strip boons, it's, like, really shitty to play. It does not feel fun at all. Which is also why when there were people in NA alliances who were like, I think they should add boon rep to, like, Firebrands and can compete with Chrono. Just like, you can't be doing that, man. You gotta learn from the mistakes that have been made before your time. You can't be doing that. So it's good. We'll see. I definitely think that it's possible for strike damage to be insanely overtuned right now. But worst case scenario is everybody just starts running like Jalis Vindicator for a couple months and remembers how to dodge correctly. And that's never a bad thing. I don't necessarily like one-shot metas, but I do like metas that force you to be proactive about dodging. And there are definitely some times, and you've probably seen them on stream if you're paying attention, where I know that my support is strong enough and I have enough barrier that I don't need to dodge through an engage. And I can just, like, dodge once, and I can get off, like, a Greedy Empower, or I can finish a Wells cast or something like that, and I know that I won't get punished for it because I have 150% HP instead of 100. It would be really neat if the barrier changes make us not live in that world anymore. Where you actually have more risk associated with choosing to not dodge when both groups have full cooldowns available. We'll see, though. I made the post on the forums. I'm gonna let that sit for probably like 24 hours. And then depending on what people have to say about it, I'll go ahead and throw the video together. Maybe like Sunday, if I had to guess. I really do think that the value of waiting and incubating an extra day just to make sure that I've really read and understood the patch notes, rather than like, I have to get this out ASAP and it's okay if there's some inaccuracies, is the best way to go about it. So, just don't think I get any additional value by being the first person to post the notes by a couple hours, but then be wrong about like 2 or 3 things. Get this flag out of here. Dodge is such an interesting part of the combat flow, and having people want to be good at it is cool. It is, because it's also like an extra... It's an extra lever for skill. And I think when... I mean, I've talked about this like every time it comes up, but when you have a wider gap of skill expression between good groups and bad groups in World versus World, the meta is more interesting. It's like you can see them on two sides of a pendulum, where one side is how strong are your profession abilities, and then the other side is like how skilled are you as a player. And I know that's not like, you know, 1-to-1 where if one goes up, the other one goes down. But I feel like the game mode is more interesting to play when individual player profession mechanics are like closer together, but individual player skill is further apart. Yeah, anything that moves us towards dodge being the most important defensive skill you have. Because I would say right now, like when we go to play World versus World tonight, stability is probably your most important defensive skill, and I don't know that stab is ever going to be more important than dodging, but like barrier is your second most important defensive skill. Dodging is maybe like third or fourth. World versus World really struggles to have middle skill people. Yeah, that's damn true. And I mean, I'm sure that you guys have like a lot on your plate right now because you're still going through like competitive rewards and possible scoring updates and possible like structure shifts and all that. And that's good and that's important, but man, the next thing that I hope kind of falls under the magnifying glass after the scoring changes are done and there's a little more incentive for winning is some kind of more formal tutorializing and onboarding into the game mode. Because it's been non-existent for a really long time. And I think for the most part the community kind of accepts that there's a lot of community involvement in that. Of like we the players, the commanders, the guild leaders, the participants in the game mode are also kind of the stewards of the game mode. And that's fine, and it's like an acceptable solution and it works well enough. But it's not perfect. And I think after a lot of the systematic issues with the game mode get addressed, things like team stacking, things like, you know, why do you want to win, what do you get for winning, and all that kind of stuff are out of the way, you can start to make a more convincing argument for, like, hey, here's this game mode, here's why you should play it. But right now, I mean, I do think that one of the major things that World versus World struggles with is if somebody in team chat asks, like, hey, what does the score mean? Like, why do we want to win? If you can't answer that question in, like, a sentence, there's a problem with how you incentivize winning in World versus World. There should be, like, a really clear, easy answer to that question, so that if somebody comes into World versus World without knowing anything about it, you can give them, like, a 2-sentence explanation, and they're like, oh, that sounds cool, I get it. Here's why I now want to work with my teammates to get that reward. Or to have that experience, etc., etc. Tutorializing good play is super hard, but the gameplay objectives is definitely doable. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking towards that. Like, I don't think we're ever going to see a formal how to play World versus World tutorial, because that would involve ArenaNet deciding what forms of World versus World they want to tutorialize and what kinds they don't. So, like, hypothetically, and I'm not saying this is something that would happen, but if there was a tutorial for World versus World that focused on Zerg play and not, like, small-scale or roaming play, you can imagine the community response that would occur. So it's probably for the best if there isn't any kind of tutorializing around, like, playstyles or the ways that players choose to engage, and it just really focuses on, like, here's the basics, here are the things that you can do that give you score, and here's what score gets you at the end of the week. Find the activity you like, find the group that you like, and make your own contribution, and then, as long as that system is well designed, at the end of the week or the end of the month or whenever rewards get distributed, you get your little prize for being a good team member. That's probably the most you really need to do realistically. And then you just let the community take care of the rest. Like, it's not a bad thing that World versus World is such a community-oriented game mode. Because the game mode requires the community, and vice versa. The community should have a hand in kind of setting the norms and standards and expectations and best practices and all this kind of stuff. But it definitely struggles from that, like, you know, just ignore the score. Winning doesn't matter. Losing doesn't matter. The only reason you pay attention to score is so that you can get a more favorable matchup with a guild that you like fighting against next week. Like, moving past that, I think will be really good for the game mode. Yeah, it's like 60% emergent. And that rocks. Like, games that have emergent PvP are great. I have never really been captured by games like, you know, Valorant or Overwatch or anything like that, where it's like, it's capture the flag, and here's your set team roles, and here's all this kind of stuff. Whereas when you have these game modes that have like emergent PvP, longer scale PvP, larger scale PvP, and I'm not just talking about like World versus World, I'm also thinking about EVE Online as the other kind of major exemplar for that style of play that I've played. I know there's also like, you know, Warhammer Online, Albion Online, these other games that have done it, but EVE is the other emergent PvP game that I've personally spent time on. And they just tend to have more vibrant communities, more interesting communities. If you talked to me about Foxhole, was that the... I think that was the one where you were like, it's a like World War II sim, and you were like a guy running logistics in a truck or something like that. So like removed from the frontline combat, but still participating in it. Am I anywhere close to what Foxhole actually was? Yeah, okay. Yep. You were describing this, and I may have forgotten specific details, but yeah, you mentioned Foxhole. I gotta check. Do I have good notes? I need, like, more random papers on my desk so I can just take notes, man. I should check that out after I'm done streaming. I don't think I'm gonna play it, because, like, full-on realistic war sims aren't really my thing. But I'll take a peek at it. From, like, a design standpoint. Wasn't there another one like that, too? I remember watching, like, a Hat Films video about this, like, 4 or 5 years ago, where they were... It was 3 of them, and they were playing as, like, a mortar team. So one of them was, like, actually manning the mortar, and one of them was, like, an advanced scout sending mortar coordinates back to the other team, and they were, like... But it was multiplayer. So it's, like, 5 or 6 different mortar teams, and then they also had, like, infantrymen. That was also a really interesting-looking game. I don't think it was Foxhole, but it might have been. This was a while ago. But yeah, I love those kind of games, man. I don't have the time for more than one of them. But I do sometimes think, like, if World versus World shut down tomorrow, I'd probably go back to playing EVE Online. Even though I think the state of balance in EVE Online is far worse than it was when I stopped playing, and I stopped playing because the balance environment was already not good. But it's such a fascinating concept. Like, I end up getting so much more interested in the people than the actual mechanics themselves, and that's 100% true for World versus World as well. The communities that tend to form around those shared activities are just really, really neat to me. This matters. My gear is trash right now, so let's take something we can actually use. I might not even have an amulet. No, I do have an amulet. But I will happily upgrade to one that's 46. It definitely wasn't Arma, because I know what Arma looks like. I'll see if I can dig it up. This is going to be an ancient video. It wasn't Arma, it wasn't PUBG. Do I have anything that clears emobes? Oh my god, please. Stop emobing me. This is shameful. Oh, that's cool. I'll just wait for 5 seconds. I don't need to, like, to be anywhere or whatever. There we go. They gotta add Relic of Phoebe to being a crow, man. I'm demobbed forever. Immob's the true mechanic? Yeah. I mean, it did get bad enough for me to actually put Condi Cleanse on, and by put Condi Cleanse on, I mean I looked at my abilities for things that cleanse Condis, and I was like, oh, E-Gun. I know what that is. So he's an E-Gun now. But, you know. It's good to have a little bit of, like, variety and versatility in your open world build, so that you can handle problems as they emerge. I'm also looking forward to seeing if a mob matters more in World vs. World after this patch, too. Because, like, it's such a minor change that I don't even know if it's going to make it into the video, because this video is already going to be super long. But I did see that Stoic Demeanor is getting nerfed on Firebrand, which is a pretty significant loss of resistance. Endure Pain, or not Endure, is it Endure Pain, the Renegade skill, the Demon Renegade skill, the one that you can mash out of combat to pre-stack resistance, that's getting nerfed. And then also all the stuff that lost Alacrity is getting, like, resilience instead of resistance. There's a part of me that wonders if MO is actually going to be worth using again. Whereas in, like, the Renegade meta that we currently live in, it's like there's no point because resistance has 100% uptime all the time. And that would be a fun world to live in. Because then you could start to do some weird stuff again. You could bring, like Leg Specialist Spellbreaker, Leg Specialist DPS Spellbreaker. You could run Electric Fence Blade Sworn as, like, some kind of weird utility DPS warrior spec. You could run, like, Entangle Untamed. There were so many builds that do interesting things with a mob that were just completely forced out of the meta by the fact that resistance was free and permanent all the time, that might have a few more opportunities to shine now that it's gone. That said, I'm pretty sure Pancake was playing Electric Fence Blade Sworn already, but he's never one to let, like, the meta battle Illuminati stop him from doing something fun. He just goes and plays it anyway. He's a free spirit. I admire him. The world hasn't ground him down yet. We are 20 minutes to reset, and I'm only 66%. I'm not sure it's going to happen. But I'll do my best. I need to do the stones for this heart. But the stones are the fastest way to do this heart by far. Sure. Go to the Melandry Stone. Go to the outside the 2 lines which slice into the Circle Stone. I think that's you. Actually, it might be you. It is you. Defy the oldest law. That's the stone by the Statue of Duena because it's floating. Gravity is the oldest law. Descend even as it ascends. Those are stairs. Look at my ass beat. Are you reflecting my projectiles? You are. You little shit. Three columns. That's the stone. Oh fuck, you can reflect grenades too. That's bad. And then I think it's you. Lovely. I will not be fighting you. Goodbye. Yeah, it's just so much faster than killing the ghosts, man. You just do the stone riddle, and then you're out. I don't care about your turrets, man. I'm leaving. You been playing anything good that is not Guild Wars 2 lately, Senna? The last one I really got into was Astronauts, but I saw that you were a fan of Infinite Paperclips or Paperclip Factory, or whatever that idle game was called that I linked in general. I'd love to say Factorio is my new thing now that I'm streaming it, but I'm at like 2,100 hours in Factorio. It's this is not new. It's a good game, but I have been playing that shit since like 2017. And 2,100 hours in Factorio is pretty new. Not 2,100 hours in Factorio is like mid-game. IMO. I think when you're like sub 500 in Factorio, you're a newbie. 500 to 2,500 is like middle-aged, and then 2,500 plus is Factorio Elder. Factorio Granddad. I also, like, I haven't even done a conversion mod, man. I haven't played, like, Bob X Angels, I haven't played Piano Downs, thank God. I haven't played Space Age, the mod, not the expansion. I mean, Space Age, I don't think Space Age, the mod, is even updated for Space Age, the expansion yet. So I could still do that one, I guess. But yeah, that one's hooked me big time lately. Space Age is just such an incredible expansion. Yeah. Also, what's up, Night Fury? I feel like I have not seen you in a really long time. Hope everything's going okay. I have been doing a lot of streams during KNT raids lately, so I haven't been paying like the most attention. I'm not sure if you've been in squad or not, but I haven't heard you on comms lately, I don't think. few weeks off for holidays and then skiing in Colorado. That sounds fun, though. Where were you at in Colorado? My family did snowmass a couple of years ago, but we don't ski. We just kind of went to look around. It was nice, though. Beaver Creek? Okay. I really enjoy being in Colorado. I don't ski, I don't do like the winter sports kind of stuff, but I am a really big mountain guy. I just like mountains. I think mountains are neat. So there was a lot for me to appreciate just kind of looking out the window at in Colorado. I was telling Amanda a couple days ago that if push comes to shove, like if I had to, I wouldn't choose to, but if I had to, I think I could be like a guy who lives on 50 acres at the foot of the Rockies in Montana. As long as I had a good internet connection. I think I could be like sort of a homesteader. Just like drink a beer on my porch at like 8:30 p.m. and listen to like a storm roll in or something like that. Appreciate nature a bit. Drive to the next town over to get my groceries. It's not ideal, but I think I could do it. I hope I never have to find out, though. Because, like, what if I don't have running water and I've got to use an outhouse again? That's a part of my life that I'm happy to leave behind. This dude is still 48. It's maybe a minor problem for me. Nah, I'll be fine. I'm just gonna choose to live. What's up, Azure? How you doing? What did you think of the balance patch notes and stream? Anything stick out to you as something that looked interesting? Plus, for the thanks for the follow, DD Gravy. Welcome. Looks good. That's a pretty powerful, controversial statement to make. Can you elaborate on that? I didn't think that you were going to, draw such a line in the sand. Oh, frick. 4 wolves. 4 wolf moon. Oh, frick. Anams? From a Pugmander perspective, it looks good. Yeah, I need to talk to you about that at some point. Now that I'm doing the Borderlands chat as like a monthly podcast thing, I would really love to do a Pugmander episode. And I wanted to see if you knew any good Pugmanders who you kind of look at in the modern world versus world era, or if you wanted to participate yourself, since I know that you do a lot of Pugmanding yourself. Down to clown. It would be in, let's see, February is off hours. March is GVG. This would be April, I think. I think this would be the April Borderland chat. First step would be to define Pugmander. Somebody who spends more than 80% of their time running with an open tag. An open, visible tag that they allow other players to join. I think my definition of Pugmander is liberal enough that somebody like Penguins or Deshka, for like PPT BBC, would be a Pugmander, even though they have a core of like 30 people that run with them like every run. Poison, yeah, Triple X could do it. I was thinking it would be like you, Luck, and Lovey for Crisis Control, and maybe X-Pandas, but those are literally the only 4 Pugmanders I know. I mean, I would ask, like, Deshka and Penguins, but I think they actually just don't use comms, so it's going to be hard to get them to do an interview. I don't play enough? You're right. I play as much as I can, but it's not enough as I would like. Also, for, like, being a Pugmander specifically, I don't really open tag. Oh, I 100% limit myself to my team. Like, the whole idea of the Borderlands chat stuff is it's me talking to people who know more than I do. Like, if I could talk about the topic myself, why do I need to have other people on it? The whole point is that I'm bringing in other people who are, like, experts in what they do, and then I'm just good at asking questions of them and making them explain themselves. You gotta twist it up. I'm the world's most humble streamer. Jeff doesn't need more excuses to talk more. That's also true. I feel like, at least me personally, I phrased it more politely. But you're not wrong. Also, I'm not going to go in on you for this specifically, Night Fury, but you're probably going to, like, hear about it tonight, maybe. People really be like, oh, Chef loves to hear himself talk, and then I show up to raid one night where I'm also streaming, and chat is slightly more active than usual, and then people talk to me after raid, and they're like, man, I didn't hear Chef talk at all today. Is he okay? Like, what's going on? Yeah, I'm fine. I was just talking to, like, my other friends. I'm sorry that you feel bad that I didn't talk to you. I thought you didn't want to hear my voice so much. Shoes on the other foot now, huh? Very interesting. Could talk to Foxy. Is that, Rochette? I could do that. I don't think I've run with Foxy before, but I could make that happen. Oh, you mean Foxy Pikachu? Oh, okay, Foxy. Gotcha. I will have to find out more about their guild structure, because I thought Rochette was, like, the person. I thought that was Foxy. It's clear now that I am mistaken. To get to Foxy Pikachu, I have to go through Rochette. I don't. I've actually talked to Pikachu before. I wouldn't say that we're friends, but I have spoken to Pikachu before about stuff. But that's good to know. I didn't know they ran full open tag. I can definitely follow up with them. The other thing I should probably do for that is I should talk to people in EU as well. Because I know that EU's pugmanding scene is very different. That would be a good opportunity to do a cross-region one. Don't do it. Come on, man. Don't do it, man. Come on. I'm living. I'm living. I'm living. I'm fine. I'll rally. I'm living. Fuck you. Also, we gotta go restart music. Yes, I am still watching. Thank you for asking. This one is an hour and 19. Alright, that'll buy me a while. EU versus NA would be interesting. I agree, and I need to start doing more EU as well. Like, I'm NA, and it's hard for me to play hours that are outside of NA, but just from like spending more time talking to people in the community lately, I think that there is I'm seeing more frustration with the fact that there's really only like two core world versus world ArenaNet partners in me and Kiyoshi. And I'm trying to figure out what I can do to make sure that both of those ArenaNet partners are not like NA focused. I don't think I can get away with changing my whole sleep schedule to be like, oh, I'm just gonna go play in EU now. Like, unfortunately, I'm a guy with a job, and I can't devote that level of energy to it, but I gotta figure out some ways that I can do a better job of incorporating EU perspective. Because right now, it's definitely a limitation in the stuff that I do. And for a lot of that stuff, like the pugmanding differences, I tried to do it for the time zone differences, but I couldn't really find anybody from EU who ran off-hours groups that wanted to participate. But there are some pretty meaningful differences for... Oh god, this is the Stealth Legion trial? Okay, this is where we're going to be done with this map today. I gotta go log on to World versus World anyway. Yeah, forget this. See ya. Let's see, what do I want to play tonight? I kind of want to play Hollow tonight. It does feel like it'll be a patch that's good for pugs. We'll see if that actually gets borne out. You worry that the changes will remove the only large-scale thief build that provides anything meaningful and make Spectre lose its identity? I need to review the Spectre changes more carefully. But I think that's possible. I just don't know enough about Spectre. The way that it seemed to me, as somebody who sees people play Spectre, but doesn't play Spectre personally, it's always seemed like a profession that has a niche in small groups, where that individual single target like Shadow Tether support is really valuable. But it struggles in larger groups because larger groups care about spreading boons to your party, and they don't really care about ally targeting at scales of like 30 plus. So I do think the patch is going to kill Spectre for large scale. I don't think anybody is going to run Spectre in a group of like 20 or more. But that kind of had to happen because Barrier is a disgusting mechanic. I don't know how that's going to change Spectre for small scale groups though, because I haven't really looked at the changes that deeply. So if you know a bit more about Spectre and Thief than I do you have any sense of whether people are still going to use Spectre in like a 5-man group or a 10-man group, or even in like smaller Havoc squads? Or are the changes so destructive that like you're just not going to play Spectre in World versus World anymore? Also, the other thing that I'll say, hold on, I gotta change audio balance here a little bit. Music is going to get a little louder, and then it's going to get a little quieter. Because I can't hear comms over it right now. I think that'll be good. I think that works. There we go. The other thing I would say, Gravy, is keep your eyes on Daredevil as a DPS build for Thief. The Spectre build is dead, but I think it's possible that Thief could see play in organized groups as like Staff Daredevil and just vault on people. I don't think that build is actually like even that bad. I think if you wanted to, you could play it as long as you were reasonably good at it, even if it's not like totally meta. So there's some options. But I've been talking about how Thief is limited from like a design perspective for like the last year. So we'll see. Did I ask the question to Chef that he asked in the Discord? Is this the ping that I got? Is this why I'm pinged? No. Who am I getting pinged by? Would it be against the rules to list out commanders who regularly open tag in World versus World? Not explicitly, but the NA Alliance's Discord isn't really that good at preserving like long-term guide information. It was a pretty big internal struggle to figure out the structure of how the team directory worked and to get that implemented in the first place. And I don't know that we really want to be curating the kinds of resources like that that can change over time. Like if there's somebody who is a Pugmander and then they go on hiatus, how do we go about updating the active public tag list to reflect that that commander is no longer playing as actively, for example? Those are the kind of procedural questions that we kind of have to figure out. And I do think in the meantime, the best substitute is to go to people who open tag and remind them to communicate actively and regularly in team channels about, like, you know, let people know that you tag open. Have I heard about the latest upcoming project that Elrenia is doing? I haven't. What's she up to? Did she post about it on social media somewhere? Did she put it on her Instagram? Did she put it on her Twitter? Oh, it's in the works. Okay. I mean, I assume that if she wants me to know about it, she'll spoil it to me, but if she said that you could tell people about it, go for it. You should ask her if she's comfortable sharing some basic details. I would be interested to know what that process would look like. Whatever it happens to be. Alright, we are at 0. I'm spamming. You guys never get to see this. This is usually the part of the stream that I hide behind the going live screen. You get to watch my screen gradually get darker and darker as I mash the hell out of the interact button. You played with me with a certain group of people 2 to 3 Fridays ago. Was that when I was still playing with Fafo? Or was that after that? Because there were like 2 resets that I played with Fafo. And I had a good time with them, but lately it's just been with K and T. Have I played any? I don't know. You can tell me who you were with. It doesn't immediately ring any bells. But maybe we like open tagged or something like that, and I just don't remember. Oh, with Cube! That was on a Friday? No, that was on a Monday. No, that was on a Saturday? I remember that. It was not on a Friday, but I do remember that. That was a good time. Cube is a lot of fun to run with. You guys are thinking outside the box on a lot of the things you guys are doing over there. I had a ton of fun. I do wish that I could convince Zorik to just like let 1 or 2 people run DH so that he has a spike, but the core concept of his squad comp is very funny. Yeah, the legendary reliquary puts you in jail now if you double click it when you're in World versus World. You do not double click your legendary reliquary anymore. It will kill you. JJ's like, nobody told me the reliquary moved you into like the astral plane. Cecil, if you're still here, that conversation we were having about the legendary reliquary, like porting people off of queued maps, patient 0 for getting caught out by that is where is he? I'm gonna find him. He's gonna be on a DPS class. No, he's never mind. He's on Firebrand. This is patient 0 for I double clicked my reliquary and now I don't know where I am. Dude, he's sprinting over here. Oh, good about phase. Alright, Hollowsmith. We need to get ourselves into a Hollowsmith mentality. We need to update my stream title, because it's still going to be on map completion. I can do this. He's so strong. Nerf Whalebender, hello? This is now world versus world. We can just delete this. And then we can say Factorio after reset. Period. And then I need to get the hell out of here before I get roamed on by like 3 more Whalebenders. It just works the way every other teleport works. Yeah, it's the same thing like if I double-click my Armistice Bastion Pass. I would go directly to hell, and then I have to re-queue in green. I don't actually know if there's anything you can do about it. I just think it's funny that there's like 4 gizmos now that can all accidentally port you off of a world versus world map. It's like literally any lounge pass. Any lounge pass will kill you. The invitation to the party will kill you if there's a festival running. The legendary reliquary box will now kill you. I think that's it, but I don't know. How does this work? I think I just like Corona Burst people, but I also need heat. I probably should have worked my heat up before this. I'm just gonna auto. That's not where I wanted to go. I'll be fine though. It'll be okay. My heat. I'm padding. I'm meter padding. I'm meter padding. I'm so excited to play DPS Reaper again. You can't stop me. No, I quit Scourge. I never quit Necro. I quit support Scourge specifically. Me getting out of my coffin because I heard the DPS Reaper is back and I'm all covered in dust and cobwebs and shit. I don't disagree that it's not good. I just hate it. Like, I hate the playstyle. Support Harb is goated, though. Quaggan, when's the next time that T-Knock raids, and can I come? I would love to play Support Harb with you. Dude, honestly, I think Support Harb is better than people give it credit for. I'm not going to say it's good, but I'm going to say it's better than people give it credit for, which is they don't give it any credit. Yeah, okay, fine, whatever. But also, it's the only source of group alacrity now, man. The boon is so strong, they removed it from the game mode, except for Elixir of Ambition. It's a sign, man. Roy wants you to play Support Harb. He's literally telling you. You're getting coded messages in balance streams. No, Transfuse is untouched. But it's also, like, pretty bad right now, because it just pulses res around you. Like, people still run it. We could. Yeah, we could play Heal Reaper. Or we could play... hold on, let me pull up the wiki to find out what statting is like power, ferocity, healing power. Transfuse DPS Reaper. Crusaders Reaper, yes, man. You are not ready for the builds that are about to come out of my mind. Now, Zealot is the boon duration one, I thought, or is that Diviner? Is Diviner like the power boon duration one? Yeah, not that. That's stinky. That's gross. No, I think it's Crusader. Power precision healing? I don't give a fuck about precision, man. I want ferocity. I want to see those big numbers. Yes, okay, Crusade is power, toughness, ferocity, healing power. That's my stat right there. Do nothing but live in Shroud and just mash 4 on cooldown, spin on nerds, and transfuse. It's crazy. That stat line was made... Well, yeah, honestly, you take Auto Shroud because it's the fastest way to get to transfuse. Like, it's literally 0 APM. It's like dividing by 0. You don't know how long I've suffered as Necroclass lead. Group it spawned, by the way. Dude, I'm so ready. I'm so ready to turn the grill on with these Elite Reaper builds. I need to get my heat up. Forgotten completely how to play Dalo. Oh, man. That's a lot of blocks I'm hitting. I just gotta build heat, man. I need heat. That's good enough. It's a pretty good PLB, I would say. This should really be E-Gun and not Flamethrower right now, though. Okay, that is a more respectable performance on the meters. Yeah. I gotta keep heat up. Let's also switch to E-Gun, because Acid Bomb is just going to be better, and Acid Bomb is going to be even better after patch, so we might as well get our muscle memory in now. You know, do like suicide E-Gun practices with your back to the wall. You fail and you die. Oh, that's a good one. I should build heat, because Jade is going to be back soon. So I want to get to, like, here, and then I want to bounce between, like, here and here, so that I can fire off a Prime Light Beam at, like, the very start of the fight. Yep, there they are. Oh, he going up? Oh, yeah. Give it to me. I hope that line of sight works. I don't think the line of sight works like that, unfortunately. Oh, it didn't go off! Okay, that'll do it. Take me over here. E-gun me, cancel it. Give me my blades, and then I can leap back in here. I can Chrono Burst on them. I can drop my forge. I can blunderbuss. Well, no, you know what? I think it does work. I was gonna say, I feel like I have weird downtime with the E-gun rotation, because blunderbuss is 8 seconds, and acid bomb is 12, and it's like, when both of those are on cooldown, what do you do? Because rifle autos are a projectile, and E-gun doesn't do anything. But it's gotta be so rare that your heat is high. Your heat's so high that you can't auto, and blunderbuss is on cooldown, and acid bomb is on cooldown, and you need to spike, that you can safely ignore that ever happening. I think. Maybe. The spike is going to be Giga Scuff, because I whiffed my Prime Light Beam, so it didn't line up with anything else that I did. Done. On to Gary now, I would assume. Good line, good line. Scorched Earth is longbow F1 on Zerker. What other guild? No, alright. It's free. Untamed, yeah. Do I have gathering tools on this? Nope. Fair enough. Can I use a spear underwater on this? Nope. Alright. Zerker's like sort of full melee, but your F1 hammer leap, you can bring melee to you, and the dagger leap, you can bring melee to you. Yeah. It's like when you're full melee but you have no mobility, it sucks. Jade either needs to get a lot bigger or we need to get a lot smaller for these fights to be even. But I think we already beat them one-on-one, so... Who ping? Who ping? Why ping? FA Discord ping? Pyro is raiding tonight? Noted. No, I think we stayed in T3. Yeah. They're right in front of the gate. They just went inside. They're going up. If I bite down on this M&M, can you hear it? Yep. Okay. Well, I will just have one M&M then. Easier to simply not have a peanut M&M than mute Mike every time I want to have one. These are the lengths I go to. Just enjoy one? I did just enjoy my one. That's my one that I enjoyed. This is not an ideal PLB, but it'll work. Actually, it was horrible. I probably should have held that for max heat. Or a few. Now you're talking. Favorite M&M flavor? Me personally? I'd gotta go with like a crispy M&M or like a peanut M&M, I think. Tonight is peanut M&M. Hey, also, if we go back to Reaper, you're basically trading strips 1-to-1 between losing them off Nightfall and gaining them off Spiteful Spirit. It's like a net no change, because Reaper abuses the hell out of Spiteful Spirit. You do lose Breach, yeah. But you could run DPS Necro. Or you could run like 2 support Scourges for Transfuse and just not stack them per party anymore. Like, Barrier's still gonna be fine, it's just not busted. Build your heat. Fast. Because we're gonna fight soon. It's not that loud either? Okay. I just don't want to make people mad who have the thing that's like they can't hear other people chewing. Otherwise they like have visceral negative reactions to it. That's gonna be a pretty good Prime Light Beam, I would say. Third on downs contribution? I'll take that. Don't look at overall damage. This is just a bunch of meter patterns ahead of me. Downs contribution is the one that really matters. And then next fight, if I'm bad on downs contribution, but I'm good on I wonder if I can... No, it doesn't want me to. I was gonna say I wonder if I can rifle 5 up that, but alas. He's dead. He got knocked all the way down. Alright, let's get some heat going. Because green can glide into this tower. Just keep the heat up. I want enough to fire off PLB and Laserdisc in like 1 Corona burst, and then I'm fine dropping it. So we're just gonna keep it here. And if I cook the oven, that's fine, because it's like most of my burst rotation done anyway. And Jade has not yet lived to a second spike. I mean, any of us could probably just fight Jade alone. They are only 40. Whereas we are 53. Yeah, that's a little big. But Friday night is the Alliance night. This is the night that everybody just kind of shows up to play. There's not a ton that we can really do to control our numbers on a Friday. Do yaks in camp? Just 1 yak. I lied. There's Mist Ward Hero done. Is that the one that gives keys? It is! We can gamble! Gamble me. Infusion? I lost like an hour and a half of 50-50 coin flip fights and got pissed off. We were fighting like down 15 basically the entire night, but every time we pushed, we generate 5-6 downs, and I just couldn't convert through the sheer number of people we had. So I was being constantly edged by almost winning a fight for like an hour and 45 minutes and then tag down. It was like, I'm not even mad because I think everybody played great. I just wish that I knew how to actually win the fight. I just couldn't get to the end in the fight, you know what I mean? Yeah, like I was so close, like I was almost there, and then I just couldn't quite get over the edge. It was a rough night. Oh, let's go. Kiyoshi, are you sponsored to be pulling those Happy Meal Pokemon trading cards? Or do you need to, like, add a disclaimer to that? Okay, so not confirmed and not sponsored. Have you thought about asking them for a sponsorship? Later, Gravy. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Ooh, we get to do this without Pyro. This is going to be a much more interesting fight. Hello. You have stab? You do have stab. You have immunes? You don't have immunes. Don't punt him into the portal. Come on now. That's a great PLB. Oh no, please, I need iframes, I need iframes, I need iframes. I need Corona Burst here, Corona Burst me. This should be fine. Yeah, I think I'm fine. Huge. Also, just like we said in the tower, 4th on damage, but nowhere on Down's contribution. Doesn't matter. We had good damage. All of our damage is on tag. This PLB that we shot along here was definitely not just meter padding. He has been, man. I'm just remembering for next winter that K&T holiday hours run until like the last week of January. It took this long for Yumi and Nitri to come back, man. They really think they can just take a whole month off from their internet job. Yes. Grats on Colossus. How much is that worth these days? Get him. Yes! Yes! Good pull. Stop the scout. $20. That's still a nice little paycheck. But it's been in like the last 2 of the last 4 or something, yeah. Yeah, it was in there fairly recently. Well, they've all been in at least one box. I think so. No, Twilight was definitely in one of them. Dawn might not have been, but Twilight definitely was. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to grab that one, because Dawn's the one I need for Eternity. I've had Twilight for, like, 5 years. Where are you going? Where are you going? Imagine paying double to make your Twilight look bad more than half the time. Imagine paying the 1x to get 2 skins. Commander Jade is at middle gate. Let's prepare our oven. Heat this oven to about 350. Yeah, what's Donk doing? Yeah, but like defending Bay from what? They did Veil. Roll back here. They're gonna go up and around. Just preserve your heat here. Most important thing, preserve your heat. We're preserving heat. Were there any balance updates? Yeah, man, there's balance stream today. There's a bunch of changes in there. Oh, please, please, stun, please, I need to get out of this stun. I just needed that acid bomb to go off, man. I'm gonna lose on damage on that. I just gotta take care of all this stuff down here. I know it's not where my commander is, but... Oh, never mind, he's on me now. Yeah, so the big balance updates are... Like, there's a couple profession reworks, but if you had to sum up the balance patch notes in... No, the notes are out and everything, too. I'll grab you the links. So, this is notes. And this is my write-up and recap of what I think the notes mean, and then obviously there will be a video on it. Probably someday. The biggest two takeaways, barrier is capped to 25% of your max HP. Every existing source of barrier in the game mode has been nerfed in some way, either in terms of the amount of barrier it applies, or the cooldown of the barrier skill that uses it. And alacrity, group shared alacrity has been removed from the game mode. Every single source of alacrity that shares to your party, with the exception of Harbinger's Elixir of Ambition, is gone. Completely gone. So there will be no shared alacrity in the game mode unless people decide to run support hard. Those are the cliff notes. There's some more nuance, there's like some more changes beyond that, but those are the two that are going to have the most transformational effect on the game mode. Yes, man. Acid Bomb buff. I don't want to get too excited, but I'm kind of hopeful that we're going to be in a meta like we were in like 2019, 2020, where damage just straight up killed you, and like you had to dodge. Or you just passed away. Yeah. Chrono seems basically untouched for Blob. Chrono's protection got really significantly reduced. You only generate protection off of F2 now. You no longer generate protection off of every shatter. And also IOL got changed to where you can't barrier through the IOL trigger anymore. Let me check the exact wording on it. Fixed an issue that prevented the skill from returning players with barrier to the down state, so apparently that was just like a bug. And then increased the cooldown from 75 to 90. So you can no longer barrier through the trigger on IOL, although I assume you can mount up to ignore it. And you also, like, your protection uptime is gutted. You only get it off of F2 now, which is good, because your shatters generated a stupid amount of boons before. But yeah, you're no longer going to run Strip Cleanse Boon, and also you will probably never be able to play any profession ever again that does support plus boon removal. I think that's just... Every profession they've tried that with, Chrono, Scourge, Renegade, Spellbreaker to a lesser extent, has turned out to just be insanely bad for the game mode. So I don't think that build is ever going to come back as fun as it was. It's just too powerful to exist in the game mode. They gotta start just... Good pull. Later, greens. I would like to see them go even further with... Good pull. With just making sure that, supports, like, can't remove boons. Those two should be separate forever. Oop. Uh-oh. This is really hot. I need AED here, please. I really need to get to heat stage 3. This is going to be a bit of a wasted PLV, but it's fine. I think I'll be fine. Yeah, we can drop it. If Firebrand makes a return, you're kind of excited. Firebrand never left, man. Like, here's the thing about World versus World, right? Players always want to play the newest thing. Druid was good. And then Scrapper got buffed, so it had Barrier. And everyone went, whoa, Scrapper, I'm going to play Scrapper now. And then Tempest got buffed. So that you could run, like, Earth Staff, Relic of Caracosa, and everyone, whoa, Tempest is good now. But, like, Druid never got bad. It's just the oldest support. It's still totally fine. Your old Alliance Discord doesn't want any Firebrands, not sure how it stands in general. We have Firebrand per party right now. Now, granted, we don't have a Firebrand to put in this party, but that's like the scuffed party anyway. If we had a Firebrand available, they'd probably get one. So I think that's one that comes down to your specific alliance that you're in, where they're like, we just want to run Chronomancer because we think Chronomancer is better. I don't necessarily know that it's better. I think they're both the same, and it's about what kind of squad you want to have. Like, Chrono is better for raw stab up time, but Firebrand is better by a decent margin for flexibility. It's better at clears, it's better at bulk clears, it's better at crowd control, even if the Firebrand takes Grav well, because Firebrand can run Sank plus Line plus Justice 3 pull. It's a more versatile support. Ooh, that's bad. Ooh, that's real bad for you. Now they're going to come in the portal. Is Ruthless going to go there? No, he's going to go to Mystic Forge. He doesn't want to bully them too much, I guess. That's not a clone. Hello, Pyro. Hello. Favorite part of Firebrand was always the skill ceiling and perfect stun breaks and Phoebe usage. It's still there. Like, that's still Firebrand. It's unchanged. The one thing that is changing on Firebrand, if you wanted to go back to it, is the cooldown on Stoic Demeanor is getting nerfed. So rather than 1 second, the resistance proc on Stoic is going to 5 seconds. But like, that's not going to kill the build, man. Like, you can still play Stoic, and I guess even if you don't like Stoic... Oh, I cooked my oven. Oh, well. Even if you don't like Stoic, you can still just, like, run Lore Master. It's not horrible. It gives you more pages for clearing conditions. I don't know. I think people just, like, overreact. The cooldown on F3 taunt was already a few seconds. Oh, for Stoic, you mean? Yeah, I mean, there's still ways to trigger Stoic, so... I don't know. Do I think Support Scrapper will still have a role in comp groups? Yep. I mean, you can look at the cleanses for our Support Scrappers over here. Fumigate still exists. Your Shortbow kit is still really strong. Your Gyros are still going to be really strong. Support Scrapper will be fine. You'll probably see people play... Like, the biggest experimental build that's probably going to come out of the patch is going to be, like, Support Vindicator, or possibly even Damage Vindicator. Because with Barrier dead, the best way to live through high damage spikes is now going to be Dwarf Elite. And I think people are going to try and find a way to put Vindy per party in order to use Dwarf Elite as much as possible to tank through damage. But that's a far cry from how efficient Barrier is at letting you live through a spike. Like, Jalis Elite is good. It's not 50% bonus health good. Acid Bomb buff, what the fuck was that? I don't know, man. I'm chilling, but that one was... Hey. On a profession that really probably does not need it either. Like, Hollowsmith was chilling on damage. I'm not sure what that was about. I guess Roy is really mad that, like, people run flamethrower over E-gun. It's the only thing I can think of. Because if you're running flamethrower now, like, you gotta go to Armistice and, like, practice your weapon swap cancels, man. Because Acid Bomb's real good. It was already good. And not only was Acid Bomb good, but the neat thing about condition clears is that condition clears don't care about your stats. Like, I can fumigate people, and I can clear just as many condis as a support scrapper can. Because it doesn't care about your statting. This is still condi cleanses. These you don't really use, but they don't do anything anyway. Like, E-Gun 3, 4, 5, even on DPS Hollow, still does things. Good things. I don't think you run Flamethrower ever again unless you're, like, solo Hollowsmith or, like, roaming Hollowsmith or something, so you have access to the stab off of Juggernaut. Everything else is just worse now. Group stack tight on right side, bottom of stairs with this red. Alright, let's get heat back. I do feel like it's an ANET thing to have like 90 to 95% of their changes make sense, and then one change that just has you go, huh? There's always one or two of them. But I'm excited, man. I really like the high damage, dodging matters, dodge as skill expression metas, rather than just trying to out-tank damage and survive damage and cover for people who are not very good at dodging. I think World versus World is more interesting when dodging itself is a skill check. And I think, although I don't know, I think that this upcoming meta might push us closer to that. That cooked my oven. I could feel it. Oh, I canceled it too early. Let's just scuff now. Give me this, and then give me this. Am I part of the tourney stuff? From what I saw, the next one's going to be EU draft. I would very much like to be, but I need to actually get them into my calendar. There is a link that I got from Sunny that's like, here's all the upcoming Zaishin tournaments. I need to put those into my schedule so that I can actually plan around them. But basically what I told Sunny at the end of the last NA draft tourney was that I'm happy to do commentary, and I'm happy to participate in them, but I don't want to be the guy who has the GVG branding. I don't want it to be like Chef Plays Games presents the NA Zaishin tournament hosted on twitch.tv/Chef Plays Games. Like, he's got to come up with branded assets for that stuff. And then I am happy to participate as a collaborator. Because I think that the NA and EU GVG scenes could kind of like, they should own their own branding. And then I should own my own. Oh my god. It's a good spike. So I think Zaishin should own its own branding, and I should own my own branding, and we should work together on it. And for I pushed pretty hard to make sure that that happened for the first NA draft tourney. And I would really like to make sure that it happens for future draft tourneys. So as long as that's the case, and I do think that Sunny set up a bunch of branded assets for doing it through Zaishin specifically. I don't know if there's any other groups that also wanted to get into GVG hosting, but that is what I would encourage them to do as well. As long as that's the case, and I've got a couple other people to commentate with, yeah, I would love to participate in them. I think they're a ton of fun. Jade is back. Rebuild heat. Rebuilding heat. Pyro's in there. I would just veil us off here and hit the backline. It feels like we can kill anything right now. But I don't know if he wants to do that or not. And they're pulling way off. Keep the heat up. Give people super speed. Drop that. Oh yeah, he's thinking it, man. All right, I want heat. I want PLB. I want laser disc. I want a second Corona burst. 2, 5. Acid bomb. That's the hollows with my spike right there. I can put this down and just blunderbuss, I guess. Probably start practicing on the next batch so you can participate again. My streams always make you want to play. Yeah. I like Guild Wars. If I didn't like Guild Wars, I wouldn't stream it. So I'm glad that I'm able to share the parts of the game mode that I like with other people, even though I do recognize that, like, World versus World has some flaws. Yeah, you're not going to get that one until, like, March or whenever it is. Or is it end of February? Let me check the vault. Well, the next big release is when this season of rewards ends in the Wizard's Vault. Like, that's the big release timer. Let me see if I can find this. The balance patch is February 11th, but they're also changing some of the core relics. And those changes do not go live until 32 days from now. The changes to the relics, the core relics specifically, aren't going to go out until the next major content patch, which is 32 days from now. Worst flaw has been the meta lately, but this balance patch will help. This balance patch will help. I don't know if this will be a good meta, but it will absolutely be a better meta than the one that we currently have. And this barrier meta is probably like... I'm only speaking in terms of metas that I've played, which is everything going back to 2019. And it's probably like the third or fourth worst meta that I've played. It's not the worst. It's also not the second worst, but it might be like third or fourth. Gutting Alack is a good change, and it needed to happen. Gutting Barrier is a good change, and it needed to happen. And I also think they did it in a very smart way, rather than just decreasing barrier coefficient or increasing cooldown. Because, like, the thing with barrier, right, is, and you saw this evolve over the course of, like, the last couple months, with the evolution of this meta, is that you just pile on barrier until you stop dying. So, if you nerf barrier application amount, you just run more barrier classes, which is the entire reason that Spectre exists in the meta in the first place. If you nerf barrier cooldowns, you just run more barrier. You'd start to see people bringing in, like, heal mechanist. If you nerf the cooldowns and the amount, but you didn't nerf, like, how much barrier you can apply. So there were really only two ways to fix barrier in a way that you couldn't just scale by bringing more people. And it was either reducing the max amount of barrier that you can have, or reducing the duration of barrier that lasts. And reducing the max amount of barrier, in my opinion, was the correct choice for them to make. So I think that was smart on their end. And the Alack change is also nice. It's honestly more extreme than I thought it would be. I thought we'd either see, like, just a gradual removal of Alacrity uptime, and not a complete removal of Alacrity from the game mode. But Roy and CMC were saying in, like, the March 2023 balance patch that they really don't want boons like Quickness and Alacrity to have 100% uptime. And it only took them, like, a year and some change to execute on that, but they did finally execute on it. And I think it's correct. Like, Alacrity is just too problematic. You can't get rid of it in PvE anymore because all of the PvE encounter mechanics are like balanced around having alacrity. The amount of health that strike bosses have assumes that groups clearing them will have 100% alacrity uptime. So you can't get rid of alacrity in PvE anymore. It's too entrenched as a mechanic. It won't happen. You would have to retune every previous boss in order to make sure that instance PvE still worked. But you can do it in world versus world. And I'm impressed that they actually just decided to do it instead of just doing 3 or 4 smaller incremental changes that didn't really accomplish anything. Firebrand Druid 3 DPS meta, I miss you. I don't think we're going back to that. I think we're going to live in a meta that's like Firebrand. We might live in a meta that's like Firebrand, Druid, Scourge, DPS. We might, if we're really lucky, live in a meta that's like Firebrand or Chrono, Cleanse Profession, pick from either Druid, Scrapper, Tempest, Vindicator. Utility, which is going to be like a DPS Reaper that strips, or like a DPS Spellbreaker that strips, and then 2 pure DPS professions. Like, is it possible we see the return of Worker Warrior? I don't know. Wait, what did you ask about me? Yeah, I'm sorry. What did you want? I'm not tabbed out, I'm here. I'm just talking to stream. Oh, shit. Okay, thanks, Nick. I appreciate that. Damn, I never have to command again. That's great. Okay. Getting yelled at for not talking to my friends in squad because I'm busy talking to my friends in Twitch chat. Don't sleep on DPS Soul Beast with Spirit of Nature for res. Nah. Don't sleep on DPS Soul Beast with Search and Rescue for res. Now we're talking, man. You saw what they did to Transfuse for the ability to reposition downs. You'd be crazy to not run Search and Rescue. It's like the same thing, just with a lower target cap. Or, can you run both? I don't know how Druid works. I don't know how Rangers work. Can you run Spirit of Nature and Search and Rescue? Can you just be a full-on res bot? Because that's kind of sick if you can. What up? You're gonna go make food, have fun? I will have fun. I'm having a great time. My commander's in a good mood because it's the first time he's played World vs. World in like 2 weeks because of his crazy work schedule. I'm in a good mood because it's Friday and I like have done all of my deliverables for the week for the first time in months. The balance meta is shifting, so like the World vs. World population feels good. We feel optimistic about the future. We're getting the bands back together. It's a good day. That's fucked up. Kami's not even streaming and he's not listening to you. I at least try to listen to you. No avail? Alright, that's fine. Sure, whatever. I do not want to cook that oven. I would rather just, like, get directly into Blunderbuss. No, we didn't veil. Nobody put a veil down. But he called veil, so we were like half invis. Yeah. Stacking on runes. Homebio. Okay. I don't know what that means, but I'm happy for you, Team Chat. So wait, when am I streaming? Or when am I commanding? Sorry? Hello? Yeah, when does your contract shift is coming up soon, yeah? Oh, okay. Alright, I'm caught up now. I'm gonna tune out for like another 20 minutes. I'll see you guys then. Gotcha. Well, but also, like, it's gotta stop snowing soon, right? So, like, you probably won't get called in on insane 12-hour overtime shifts. We wouldn't have seen you for, like, a month if you hadn't taken those days off. I don't think anybody would have been ready for that. Yes, man. I do think that the ideal is, like, Zik and I alternating weeks and you taking 2 days. I think that's our speed, not to speak for Zik, but... Hell yeah. Yeah, so I obviously, like, you know, set your schedule the way that works best for you, but for the love of God, don't be like, oh, I could, like, not work Tuesday, Wednesday, but then Chef would be sad about not getting to command. Do not factor that into your decision making. Yeah. Yes, man, because they're killing Barrier. Killing Alacrity. No one is going to play Kandi Berserker Kyoshi. Yeah, Kyoshi's going to show up with a longbow on February 11th and be like, I'm ready to game. Backdolyak. As long as we're talking about the balance patch changes, can anyone tell me what the fuck Rampage is? That had so many lines, and I don't know any of them. Okay. Honestly, I stopped reading it take the form of a massive juggernaut. No trait that uses that language has ever been good. No, like, the only good transform is Lich, and even then, most people are too scared to run it. Oh shit, he's zooming. He's so far away. They posted the notes, and then on the World versus World forum specifically, I posted a write-up of what they mean. Yeah. You can also, if you don't want to read every individual line, check for a balance patch coverage video at Chef Plays Games on Sunday afternoon. No. No, you should consume all of your media from Chef Plays Games. Not sponsored, by the way. No. Hello. No. Okay, I'll kill the oil. I'll kill the oil. Okay, alright, okay. Okay. I don't have any on me. Dude, he's building trebs up there like crazy, man. It has been siege disrupted. I'm doing so much more damage now. just like 5 people. We don't have to worry about that. Oil dead. They put a portal down? What are they going to do? Portals? There it is. The hell? Question marks? That is not enough. They tried, but that's not enough. Bonk. Fuck, I'm so ready to play Harbinger, though. You could also just see people start playing that Condi Reaper build again from, like, when Selly Firebrand was good. They didn't really change that build. Yeah, Seth and I thinking exactly the same thing. Condi Reaper's so ready. It's kind of cloudy. What's wrong with that? Good gravel. Give me that ram. Give me that ram. No, he's just respecting the fights, man. How bad are the nerfs to Willbenders in World vs. World? I have no clue. I do very, very little roaming, and all of those Willbender changes are targeted at roaming. I think if you wanted to, you could run support Alacrity Willbender in a World vs. World group as like a Fireband replacement, but it never really took off because you had to sacrifice a lot to do it, and now that Alacrity's gone, you would never run it in a million years. You'd have to ask, like, Chomp or something about that. Or Shinobi. Chomp or Shinobi would probably know a lot more than me. Hopefully it's a decent nerf. It looked like a nerf, but I don't really know how it works mechanically. So I can't say if it's going to be like enough of a nerf that it's going to remove it from the meta or like bring it back into line or anything like that. Same thing with like the Deadeye changes and the Thief changes in general. I don't really know what those are going to mean for roaming. The only thing I roam on is like Selly Harbinger every once in a while. I don't have a good feel on the nuances of that meta. Did you guys not switch to your PvE builds to burn this Lord faster? I mean, I would like to get my credit for the tower. Deadeye and Daredevil were less annoying than Willbender for you in roaming. I go based off of like what people on the forum complain about the most. Is that actually HK? No. That's just HK the guild, not HK the player. The two things that I saw people really complain about on the forums were Permastealth Thief, primarily Deadeye, and Willbender. And it definitely looks like both of those builds got touched. But I don't have a good sense of whether those nerfs are severe enough. I also think that, like, this is speculation. I don't know if this is actually true, it's just something that I've noticed, but I think that the roaming and dueling community is more, I don't want to say fractured in terms of their, I think that roaming players have more diverse opinions about what is good and what's bad than Zerg and group players do. Like if you asked 100 organized group players to make a profession tier list, and you asked 100 roamers to make a profession tier list, I think the tier lists of the 100 Zerg players would look much closer together than the tier list of the 100 roamers. I think there's more consensus in groups about what's good and what's bad, and there's more disagreement in the roaming community about what's good and what's bad. But I don't know if that's true, because I don't spend a lot of time roaming. What up, QI? What up, Shield Gen Blueprint? I shouldn't be outside right now. Yeah. Let's just leave twice. I don't fully trust that. He looks distracted with a guard, but I still don't trust it. That's going to be Jade taking Bay. I'll leave it up here just so we can look at it, but that's going to be Jade, almost 100%. Yeah, they're on the already. This is RI a minute and a half. We are north spawn. This is home. No, we're not. This is our corner. We're not green this week. We're blue this week. Yeah, we wouldn't have made it if we turned around like when it was cold. February 11. 2 weeks. 2.5 weeks from now. Yep. That is the week that you are gone. Call off work on Tuesday so you can play. Yes, you'll get to command for the patch and then leave for a week. You and Eris sitting on a beach theory crafting meta comps. Yes. Also, yeah, Chinese New Year starts 4 days from now. The event. Yeah. Yeah. Yup. That is still Jade. Jade is dropping out towards gate. They're coming around the tower. There's a bunch of Jade in there. I don't know if it's still Jade commanding. They veiled. I'm heating. So Chrono Burst. Primite Beam. Laser Disc. This is really hot. I need to invuln out of here. I wish I could have gotten the... Ooh, that's still gonna be hot. I wish I could have gotten the last Chrono Burst off, but I had to live. It is SE as well in there now. And we don't have Pyro. It's gonna be a little more difficult to crack. That is a handful of gamers. I do think we still have Tyrion here, though. Yeah? Yeah. So we're 26 and 17. They are not 64. Red was also on that log. I think they're probably going to be about 45. And then red is like 20. Green is at sentry outside camp. Let's get our heat set up first. Because we kind of whiffed our spike based on not having heat available. Good enough for me. They're going behind the house. That's my party. Chuckles, I'm in danger. My scrapper's AFK. This is going to be a little ambitious, but I'm going to go for it anyway. And I'm just going to maintain heat. This is a great laser disc spot. And then we're going to drop forge. We're going to E-frame. We're going to blunderbuss. And then we're going to acid bomb to pull off. Uh-oh. Oh, I almost had that. I almost had that invuln. If I had gotten that Elixir S off, I think that would have been a really nice bomb. Just a little too slow. How do we do on meters? 40? Oh, embarrassment. We still got to clean this up. We should wrench as well. Here's the second group just clouding. They now also get run over by green. Hmm. 10 p.m. I should probably not be doing Coke Zero anymore. I'm going to switch to water. Also, I should have to switch up playlists soon. Why are you not done yet? Oh, you are almost done. You're done in exactly 1 minute. Set this one up for 3 minutes. Or for 3 hours, rather. Alright, these are good fights. We need to focus up for these. It's not just going to be us running over Jade with twice their numbers and a massive front-loaded spike anymore. Time to focus up a bit. Pyro went to EBG. RI 4 minutes. We're not going to be able to touch that Lord for a while. They're coming around right side. Blunderbuss that, they're veiled. I've been pulled in. I'm just going to invuln off the chain. I'm going to lose all of my heat for this. I don't lose all of my heat for this. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Okay, I'm going to die here. I'm not going to die. I don't know if I got Egon off, though. I'll check. I didn't get Egon off. We'll use it now, then. Alright, that's better. I focused out. But we're still not close enough to kill that group. Great spike, though. Well, 11? Not really. I'm gonna go wander back into spawn. Are you getting random hate whispers? Kyoshi's so good at... This isn't my camp. I can't glide here. What am I thinking? Let's just wait for my commander. I thought this was my camp, man. Oh, man. Get this out of the way. The rest of this should be fine. I'll just go meet my commander guy. I don't think he's coming back to this camp. First question. We have a Sir's question in squad chat. It's a little skill laggy. So that might be it. Yeah, you may also be slowed. You may also be using your non-Berserk F1. I need to get heat up. They're veiling onto tail. He's going back to tail. I can get a sketchy Corona burst off up there. I'm a little scared. Now I'm not scared. I canceled it somehow. I'm not sure how I canceled that, but I'll just... Oh my god. Please. Send it. That's good enough for me. I'll just immune it. And now I need to blunderbuss. Just be really careful about your positioning. Acid bomb it. Fumigate for your allies. I can help cleanse condies, and then I can cleanse a couple more condies with this. Drop it. Blunderbuss will be ready again. And then I can get back into Forge, and I can Corona Burst again. This is going great. I love what's happening right now. I think everything is very cool and interesting. Oh, baby. That's a little scary. That's really scary. I need to AD. I'm a coward, man. Please, just live until the Prime Light Beam goes off, and then you can rally, because you've tagged everyone. God, I think I almost had it figured out, man. I didn't quite get there. But there was some stuff going on in that fight that I felt like I was getting a handle on. I felt like I was figuring some stuff out there. It's probably not even going to show up on the meters, because I don't think I even spiked that hard, but I lived mostly until the end of the fight. In a fight where I probably would have, like, died if I had had that fight 20 minutes ago. Outer wall down. Cathedral of Blood Valley. That sounds like a pyro problem. Maintain heat. Fuck that griffin. I can actually just camp forge here, and it's fine. I'm gonna need to drop it now. He's nowhere near engaging. We can let it cool down a little bit. Super speed to my friends. He's doing balls on right. It's gonna be a whiffed PLB. Or not like a whiffed PLB, but it's not gonna hit who we wanted it to hit. We can Chrono Burst here. I just want to grind autos here. Roll back 1, roll back 2. I want to Chrono Burst one more time, and then get me out of that. Get me into Blunderbuss, get me into Jump Shot, get me into another Acid Bomb. I actually just want to ride the whole thing out. I don't want to be there anymore. I can Fumigate, and then get me back into Forge. I can just auto here. As soon as I hit that third heat threshold, I can Laser Disc again, and then I can PLB again. I'm a little far ahead. I should not be doing that. I can Acid Bomb here. I'll ride it back. I can Fumigate again. It's not great for Spike. And then I need to Blunderbuss, Jump Shot, and then maintain heat again. I've been pulled in. I'll be fine. We're chilling. That's good downs. I want those downs. This is going to be a bad Laser Disc, actually. I should not have Laser Disc there. They needed to build heat more. This is going to be a good PLB, though. Send it, like, right about there. Chrono Burst here. Drop that. Blunderbuss. Acid Bomb here. Jump back to tag. Fumigate. Cleanse Condies off your friends. Drop it. Blunderbuss. Maintain your heat. Laser Disc. Chrono Burst. Blunderbuss, Jump Shot. Acid Bomb to follow your commander. And then we should be fine. We're chilling? Dude. Dude, that's a hollow fight right there, man. That's a hollow fight. Let's go. Using all of my brain folds for that one. Oh, baby. If I don't have another good fight tonight, I can at least be happy with that one. That's probably the only one we've had so far tonight where we managed to put everything together. Bunting. They're coming to gate. So keep building heat. It's a decent opportunity for them to push out. I don't think they're going to, but... Gate down. Close it. Just maintain your heat here. They're blasting fire fields. I really don't want to drop below 3, because like if we have to PLB like this, I want to do it immediately. Just like that. Exactly what I wanted to do. Blunderbuss. I did cook my forge. That sucks. Because now I'm not going to be able to rebuild my heat to get to PLB. I gotta be really fast to build heat now. Around the corner, Cronenberg, never mind. We're dead. I tried. First engage was good, but overheating the forge early sucked. Shouldn't have done that. Just a bit of cloud in front. Doesn't seem like red is quite organized enough to fight here. They're missing a big group. What is going on over here? Hold on, I'm checking. Yeah, where did you post this, Lorks? Okay. Hold on, I want to go see this. How did you make that? What is this thing? I wonder if I can share this. Hold on. Any of you guys ever seen this before? Show me, no, it's not gonna be display. You know, I'll try and figure it out. I don't know how he made this. He said he had an A in his chat and he didn't know how it got there, and he's right, man. He's right about that. He's managed to type like a Unix emoji A into his chat. That's a veil. Roll out of the way. Roll out of the way again. And then we'll PLB here. It's a decent spot for it. We'll laser disc here. Uh-oh, that's bad. Let's roll your invuln for that. Now we can acid gun that. Fumigate my friends. Kindly cleanse my friends. Run over red. Because they're just going to try and haze into all this. God, it's all Chronos, huh? Alright. Will we kite this? We can get all of our heat back. People in the tail are going to die. Kill anybody who overcommits on this. I want those downs converted. It's really hot. I'm not actually sure that Corona Burst went off. I think it did. This is bad. Yep, I saw that coming. Got lucked up. Didn't have my invuln up yet. Fair enough. Fair play. We almost had it. Hey, we did okay on meter there. But I'd still like to get that spike closer to 20. Our overall damage is good. I don't think I'm lining up my spike exactly right. And a lot of it comes down to positioning, my own personal positioning. Where I'm just not getting my damage in exactly the right place. Like, I want PLB, Corona Burst, and Laser Disc all kind of overlap with one another, and I can't always do that because of how hot it is in and around Ruthless's tag. But if we can get that to line up, I think it'll improve our spike quite a bit. Like, how are the Zerkers doing? Zerkers are at 12, Kyoshi's at 19, but he's good at Warrior. Eric's at 15, 9. I guess we're not, like, getting drastically outspiked by other DPS players, except for Kyoshi. But I would still like to improve just from, like, a personal perspective. Because I think I can spike harder. Hello? Did you guys not know that we were here? I'm gonna drop everything here, actually. Just put all your damage here. What's the worst that could happen? Ooh, that is hot. I need to turn my oven off, otherwise it's gonna cook itself. What happened to my acid bomb? There we go. I think I dropped it too early. It's like a little skill laggy, so it's a bit of a gamble to try and get your weapon cancel to go off on your E-Gun Elixir 4 cancel, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, they should be fine. We can just mob all this up here. They kind of gave that one to us. I don't think that... One of their groups did not know that we were in the camp, and they split themselves out way too much. But at this point, you got to take advantage of the advantages. You have to take advantage of the opportunities that the other groups are giving you. You can't just only fight, like, respectfully squaring up open fields. Sometimes you just got to take the advantages you're given. He's gone. Great sentry turret placement. Insane sentry turret placement. I need to get my heat together. They're coming in from dock now. Commander, our sentry turret suggests that there are enemies outside. I'm gonna, like, redline this heat, and then we'll chill. It feels like things are working better when I can just pop off on this bike. Failed to defend camp, sad. Get away from the gate. Hand resings. We got one. Keep heat up. I don't know where that's going to get sent. I canceled it. Fortunate. That's not where I want to be, though. I'm chilling on circle. That's where my commander wants me to go. Okay, it's a little hectic, but we're good now. We're going to E-gun a little bit to safety. I've been pulled in. That's fine. I've got iframes. I no longer have I can AED this. I'm gonna die, man. I'm gonna fucking explode here. We're good, we're chilling. That was an adventure. Not quite enough. Not quite enough. He's still chilling on there? Nah, he's good. Hmm. 2.5 minutes, alright, but there are yaks. Now, are they going to come back out? No, Zerker nerf is disappointing. World versus world. No, like, making rifle better is a Zerker nerf, because a lot of bad Zerkers are going to play it and kill themselves on projectile reflex. I think it's actually a nerf. You just have to use your entire mind to see how it's a nerf. You have to think on, like, multiple levels. Opium? I don't know, man. I've played with some pretty bad berserkers. I think it's, like, closer to realityum. But that's just based on the berserkers that I know. That might not be everybody. I do think the biggest problem on the 11th is going to be spike damage, but after the force support meta we're coming out of, I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'd rather fights end fast because you need to dodge or die than have fights never end because everybody has permanent barrier and you're just single targeting individual squishy players for like 2 minutes until one side gets bored. I'm gonna chill on heat on this. They're gonna kite too far away. Yeah, just come up here. We're gonna lose 1, 2 there, probably. Yeah. We'll just reset that engage. It's all messed up. They're veiling around the choke, I think. Yeah. Just take all these. We can pull back now. We can... Oh, God, I exploded. Please help. Thank you. I need to rebuild all of my oven heat now. I don't really have the stopping power to do anything about that in Forge right now. But I need the heat, man. Like, I need the heat. Is the thing. I need the heat. Is the thing. Yeah, that's good enough. He's going into him. We need to turn. We need to fire off the fastest PLB ever. We need to drop this, and then we need to blunderbuss. We need to iframe. I need the E-gun to get out of that. I can Condi cleanse my friends. Alright, that's a lost fight, but that last spike fucking rocked. We did great on that. AED, good. Arc DPS lies. That spike was better than 8800. This felt way better than 8800. You gotta be shitting me, man. I poured my heart and soul into that bomb. Tell that UD2 Firebrand you sat on him. Who is our UD2 Firebrand? Do we have a UD2 Firebrand? No. Oh, that was JJ. Damn, he sat on JJ. My commander is coming this way, right? Yes, okay. I could need barrier for this party, huh? Do you want me to go Scourge for party 4 so they have barrier? You would be losing 1 DPS for that. Not really. Like, I'm mostly surviving and I'm on glass fucking hollow, but I don't know about other people. I'm in squad view because I'm not on support. Okay. Okay. I think they fucked off. I haven't seen them lately. I think they're just PPTing them out. Alright, get heat ready again. Hello, Lulu Gamer. Alright, I really want to push this heat a bit. They're going up the stairs. They're dropping back off. Prosecute whispered me and says the honorable thing to do is to 1v1 in golems. I don't know what he means. I don't know what he's talking about. Yoink. Yoink. Oh, good Waller reflection. Unfortunately, you've activated my trap card. I am now at maximum heat. Come on, get me out of there. Get me out of there. I'm fine. I don't think I got E-gun off, but I'm fine somehow. Good downs. I can start mashing Chrono Burst again, so that's good. I can roll autos here. That's good. This is the greatest Egon of all time. Insane Egon opportunities. I'm scared, so I'm gonna AED. I just need to get somewhere safe. Just let me stand anywhere safe. Let me roll back one, and then PLB. That's an okay PLB. I'll live. No, I'm dead. Goodbye. It's farewell. I've got nothing left to give. That's okay. Kyoshi did 135k downs contribution? Holy fuck, man. Half of his damage was on downs? That's half of his damage generated downs. That's crazy. Spiked to 26 and then 20. I'm over here hitting 10k twice, feeling like I'm good. He's good on Warrior, man. Like Kyoshi's is. Fully half of Kyoshi's damage is downs contribution. It's crazy. I don't know, man. he claimed them all. It'll heat up again. This time I can feel it. This is the one that we win. I can do this. We can do this, but I can do this as well. I'm gonna figure this one out. Kill your forge. You don't need it. Rebuild your forge. They're veiling. Wow, are they just gonna drop? No, they drop on the other side. Alright. I gotta drop the heat. And then I can laser disc. And then I can PLB. And now I can Corona Burst. And I can auto a little bit. And then I can drop it. And then I can Blunderbuss. Into Jump Shot. Into Acid Bomb. I probably could have, like, fumigated there, but... They're coming on the dock. I gotta start building heat again. Yeah, you get off that dock. Get off my dock. Jade is alone. So let's take care of that. My Hollowsmith spike is ready. Good electric fence. I had Forge up, I hit them with a Corona Burst, but I wasn't going to waste PLB on it. Jade behind on tail. I'm just gonna PLB this. That's a horrible PLB. I thought I had it aimed right. I did not have it aimed right. It was gonna be hot. I think I'm fine. I need to get back to my tag. I cooked my forge? Really? When did I cook my forge? I guess I stayed in my oven too long. I didn't think I stayed in my oven too long. Oh well. I think we had lost that close to the end. I had the wrong vibes. I thought that was going to be the one. It turned out it wasn't the one. $11? It's okay. Dude, he's not even in a guild. You're so right. Damn, you're right. Are they in comms? No, they're not. Oh man, I'm doing it. Oh, okay, never mind. They're already recruited. Okay. Alright, let's get heat ready. Should probably be a little mindful of them pushing out here. So let's actually like take up a thoughtful spot. Like that. Yes, man. It's the spike of the century. Dude, I'm just gonna chill here, man. I don't give a fuck. I'm crazy. I'll overheat my oven. You think I won't do it? I'll do it. This is scary. No, I'll be fine. I'm good. I'm chilling. I'll fumigate again. I gotta roll out. I gotta get back to tag. Yeah, not quite. That's a clean spike, man. Whatever we spiked is like 90. Are you kidding me? I gotta be. What am I missing about Hollow Smith, man? Like, that's textbook spike damage rotation. I've spiked harder than 9300 on like bad fights tonight. There's gotta be something that I'm missing. Honestly, maybe what it is like PLB is kind of bad for spike. It's just kind of pad damage. He's just standing out there menacingly. This guy's trying to eat birthday cake. Stop him. In real life or in the game? They're failing. Never mind. We should can this. Okay, so I want to do Laserdisc, Corona Burst. Give me PLB, Drop Forge. I maybe could have gotten one more Corona Burst in there. Alright, that's pretty clean. I can get back into Forge now. I can Corona Burst. Fuck getting emote by that. Just get me back to tag. Oh, down's good. We're back up to heat 3. So I can do this, and then I need to drop this. We'll blunderbuss, we'll jump shot, get back to tag, elixir gun, PLB, and then get me back into Forge. Corona burst me again. I don't even care if it cooks my Forge. That's the point that I'm at. Goodbye. Farewell. I'm gonna AD. Never mind. Not goodbye, not farewell. No, I got lined. No, man. No. How'd you know that I was gonna try to E-gun into the camp and know to line me? It's not fair. Okay, that time, I think I E-gunned into the fence. That one's kind of on me, to be fair. I don't think I could have... That's a skill issue. That first one, that's success on the enemy to know to put CC in the choke. That second one, trying to E-gun into a fence, that one, I'll take the L on that one. How we doing? How we looking? Okay. 10? Or red? Sure. Wow, we got everyone into red. That owns. He's sprinting out of spawn. I was gonna take a pee break. He's not even gonna give me the opportunity. Actually, I'm just gonna do it now. I'm my own man. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm gonna go take a pee break. I'll see you guys then. I'm so much lighter, more nimble, more agile. I feel like I could run a mile. I should grab supply. Oh, we own air. Commander, we're blue. Dude, that's what I just did. Hope you have a good one. Yeah, bad pee is when it hurts coming out. A bad pee would also be like when you know you still need to pee, but nothing else comes out, and you're like, there's still stuff in there, get out of your piece of shit, start shaking it around a bit. Those are bad pees. That's also true, yeah. No, no, they're not fun. Kidney stones also not fun. Negative urination experience. Drink lots of water, you can mostly avoid them. Yep. Yup. This guy knows. Amanda's always like, oh, too much sodium is bad for you. I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna drink even more water to dilute the sodium. Group in front. Group veiling onto us. Hello? I need my heat. That's good enough. This will be good enough. I'm scared. I'm not scared anymore. We'll just kill everybody who's over pushing. Dude, they don't know that Acid Bomb's getting buffed. They're starting Flamethrower. Try to get back to your friend? Alright, this is my tower now. So what I was gonna say before we were so rudely interrupted is you can go to McDonald's and get like a dozen large fries, and as long as you drink 10 liters of water, it's actually not that bad for you. You just have to offset the sodium. Nah, probably not. I'm pretty sure fries are just like salt and potatoes are like devoid of nutritional content, so... Nah, it's like minimal amounts of oil, I wouldn't worry about it. Also, the beef fat McDonald's puts in the fries? The what? I thought those fries were vegan. Oh, fuck, man. Until the license expires, and then we use Discord again. Yes, after the KNT TeamSpeak license expires, we will be using KNT Discord. Nah, it'll be fine. They'll log on for raid and they won't be able to connect to TeamSpeak, and then they'll go to Discord to say TeamSpeak doesn't work, and they'll see us in channel. That's probably true, actually. That is in less than 3 weeks. That is in like 1 week. Bomb rally, it's over. It's already in Cornerstone. Yeah. That's how I joined comms for Goon Raid on Thursday. Did Shield already give up? I mean, this is supposed to be their Gary, and we don't even know who took it for green. Yeah, they're running north, like where the double Catawall is. They're at the double Catawa spot now. It is Shield. Confirmed Shield. It's supposed to be Reds, but they don't own it. They'll be coming in through the gate. There they go. Should get my heat up. Gate down. Looking for poles there. Yep. Goodbye, Seth's clone. I think that's his clone. I hope it's not him. They're pulling off. T4 is behind them. Just maintain your heat. Yeah, there's like 10 T4 outside. It seems like they're getting cleaned up first. Yes. They're veiling as well. I'm just gonna... No, I'm gonna cancel it. They veiled and stopped. I saw it in time. Let's claim these couple. Do not let your oven overheat. That would be catastrophic for you right now. You're gonna have to wait for it to expire. Not expire, but like get down to normal heat levels. We'll just maintain this. They're moving all the way down. Yep. Shield top of stairs. They're getting close. Good pull. Too bad there's projectile reflex on it. I should probably not just auto into it. They veiled. Get heat back up. They're gonna pull off. Clean all of this up. We got our first spike off, and that's great. I don't really need to use anything else on a bunch of downs. We'll head over here. We can Chrono Burst again. That's going to kill our Forge, but that's fine. Because I don't really think I'm going to need it again with how many downs we have. Yeah, we're chilling. We can get our Forge back later. Decent. Hey, we are Scourge Scrapper per party. Yes, I do know. You're rezzing a couple of people over there, it looks like. That cooked my oven. Whoops. This wasn't paying attention at all. That's okay, they're distracted by green. I'll get my oven back. It's mind completely turned off. I was like, just use 3, 4, 5 because they're skills that generate heat, and I was already at like 100 heat. Alright, this is perfect timing. Let's get the oven ready again. This time let's be a bit more careful. They're veiling? Bad time for ring. I think they're going to try and pull back out that choke. Ooh, they didn't. That's not a great spot for me to put PLB then. We'll head out. Give super speed to my friends. Let's clean these couple up. Kill your forge. He wants to go in. I wish I had stuff for this. I can at least take these. Maintain your heat, because I think right at the end of this, we should have the opportunity to PLB. And it's not going to be a great PLB. In fact, it's a horrible PLB. But it's fine, because they're also dead. My ability to play Scrapper is really starting to drop off. Hopefully he does not run all the way to midnight, otherwise there's going to be some atrocious Hollow Smith play at the end of the stream. Guess I should get my heat back. Oh, we're just going to take this. Alright. They didn't make it back in time. There was no green Zerg on this map. I think it was like a back cap crew. I don't know how Shield lost their Geary to it, but I have no clue. No, that would have been forever ago. Maybe. But then, like, how did they not take it back? I'm so confused by this map. Blue also had outnumbered if you wanted to complete the entire map tour. But that was like 20 minutes ago. Hold on, I'm alt-tabbing to join KNT's Discord. Wait, has this always been here, or does this get destroyed when you take down one of the walls? I thought that square of wall used to be missing. Dots. Green side. If we want to tell people in the Alliance to go frick themselves, we use the secret channel. Yeah, it would help. One that's full public, one that's allies only, and one that's guild only.
Yeah.
1 week until K&T switches back to Discord from TeamSpeak, since we don't feel like updating or not updating, but renewing our TeamSpeak license. It's just easier to coordinate with the rest of the Alliance. He switched his raid days because he wants to fight us, but then he can't switch his time because he works. So he's just going to tag up when we tag down. Get down. I don't know what they're doing. Well, there's the OGs. Yeah, they're taking Firekeep apparently. Or at least I'll have to fight Tuesday, Wednesday. It seems like there's a bunch of groups in this matchup. Oh. I gotta make time to go to Blazers one of these days, man. It's not gonna be tonight because I'm gonna stream for another couple hours, but I'm still thinking about that, like jalapeno slaw chicken salad or fried chicken. Thanks for tagging with us. Yeah, we'll work it out. We can keep it flexible. 316 I don't think is worth a tick. So that is where Guild Wars is going to be done for the night. If you are only here for Guild Wars 2, there will be nothing more for you here. But we're going to keep streaming Factorio for a little while if you want to stick around and watch some other variety.